Lynn Bardowski, founder at $1 Million Party Girl, with episode 28 of Social Girl Live. Let's talk about recruiting. So there's leads in front of us every single day. Did you know that? How many of you guys have been struggling with recruiting or sponsoring, as you might call it, a lot of times? Probably one of the things I hear the most, hey Angie, people will say, I just can't sponsor. Has anyone ever said that to you? Or maybe you said it yourself, right? And I will tell you, the truth is, if you can sell your product, if you have the belief and passion about your product, and you can sell it, then you can sponsor. Because here's the good news. It's the same exact skill. You can sell your product, you can sponsor. So why aren't you sponsoring? It's typically because of a limiting belief, right? It's what's up here that's we're putting between our two ears. It's that, oh, I'm afraid to be pushy, all those self-doubts that start popping into our brain. And so to really sponsor effectively and consistently, it might require a little mind shift for you to really stop thinking about yourself, which for me, that's the irony, because you probably are like not even thinking that it's about you, but it is. So when you kind of get out of that, of it's about myself, and maybe self-doubt and limiting beliefs are kind of playing into that, and really making it about the other person, that's when your sponsoring is really going to start to flourish. When you get that shift, that, oh, it's not about me, it's about the other person. And I am saying that speaking from experience. I was the guest that everyone prejudged. Why? Because I had a full-time corporate career, very successful. I was driving a BMW. I pulled up to the party in my BMW, full-time corporate career. I was definitely not at the top of the list for somebody to talk about a direct sales business. Why? Because again, of that limiting belief, we think, oh, that person's successful. Why would they even be thinking about doing what I do? When the opposite could be totally true. So you never know what's going on in someone's life. Which brings me to the number one reason, and I shared this on my Tuesday tip this week, that people start a direct sales business. And it's because something has changed, right? There's a catalyst. Something has changed, which is the reason that all of a sudden, that person that might not have thought about network marketing or direct sales is suddenly waking up saying, I need to start looking at a way to make more money. And how can I do that? Right? And obviously this is a great, viable business for someone that suddenly has a need to earn extra income. Hey Patrice, how are you? Hi Ingrid. I hope you're doing great, Patrice. So let me know in the comments, did something change for you? Is that the reason you started direct sales business? Because guess what? When you guys all share why you started, that will help you create a list of who might be interested in looking at doing what you do. So what changed for me? Children. Suddenly, that successful corporate career, yeah, the money was great, but at the end of the day, I wanted to find something I could do to be home with my children. So what else? What are other reasons that people start a direct sales business, right? Definitely having a baby, a big one. It might be the reason that you start it. Hey, Melissa, how are you? So you guys, let me know. I want to hear from you. Why did you start your direct sales business? What changed that was the catalyst for you to start looking at direct sales as an optional side hustle, or maybe became your full-time business like it did for me? What else? Buying a home, right? Saving for a home. How about paying college debt? That is a huge reason. I don't know anybody under the age of 30 that doesn't need a side hustle to pay off those college loans. Trust me, everybody, quite frankly, needs to do what you do. Retired. How about somebody looking for supplemental retirement income, right? We know that retirement isn't what it used to be. There's no more pensions. They're few and far between. Many people are working well into their later years. So don't forget those over 66, even 65, 70, right? You want a nice rounded team of all generations, colors, sizes, because they'll attract more of themselves. How about kids starting college? Their parents might be looking for a side hustle, right? How about somebody that just got engaged? I can't tell you how many people I sponsored that did direct sales to pay for a wedding and ended up becoming super successful and continue to do it way after the wedding, or paid for her honeymoon, right? Paying for summer activities. So right now is prime time. You've got a lot of moms that are trying to figure out, how am I going to be able to pay for the things I want my kids to do this summer? And that could be summer camp, of course, a big one. All those big summer, maybe summer vacation. How are they going to pay for it? There you are with the answer. So sponsoring is really all about, and the list goes on there, by the way. The things that change in people's lives, the reasons they start a direct sales business, right? They got laid off, their husband got laid off, they got a pay cut. It keeps going on. So in your newsfeed, while you are on Facebook, do a little Facebooking with intention. Right in your newsfeed are sponsoring leads every single day. There's people posting about every single thing that I just talked about, right? New homeowners, new babies, got engaged, retiring, starting college, graduating from college. This is huge college graduation. You have a whole pool of leads in your newsfeed every single day, because guess what happens after college graduation? They have to start paying college loans, right? There's just a gold mine on Facebook right now. Have you guys ever thought about that? Yeah. So, and of course, you don't want to be the crazy direct sales stalker that suddenly starts, robo messaging everybody about your direct sales business. So I'm going to give you some good verbiage to say. And you have to be interested in people. Don't just message somebody about your direct sales business that you haven't been engaging with on Facebook for a year. So start now. Start to look in your newsfeed in a different way and start to build a sponsoring list of people that could potentially have a need for what you have to offer. You're going to find the need and you're going to fill it. All right? That's why it's called a lead. It doesn't mean they're going to do it. You're just looking for leads. And then really start getting actively engaged and interested and interesting with this list of people that you're building up. Like a couple posts. Do some comments. Don't just go in, only fools rush in. Don't post that message when they haven't heard from you in a year or two and invite them to an opportunity event, right? Get that conversation going. Then, once you get a little conversation going, you build that rapport again, then you can send them a little message. And here's what you're going to say. I'm going to give you the exact words. So you really want to focus on what about that person would make them really great at doing what you do. Really think about a characteristic that they have. Hey, Marcy. Are they personable? Are they fun? Are they inspirational? Maybe they're posting inspirational things on Facebook all the time, right? Or a positive attitude, or you see they're already super successful in what they're already doing. And some of the most super successful people are probably the people that you're prejudging are the people that tend to have super successful direct sales success as well. So wouldn't you love to sponsor that next superstar? They're out there, you're just not talking to them, right? And it's not on their radar unless you invite them to take a look. So make that list, right? Once you build that rapport, you've got conversations going, you're making those connections, then all you have to do is ask one question. And if you're making a list, wherever you keep your contact list, it could be a pad of paper, a notebook, it could be on your phone in the little note section, it could be a spreadsheet. I want you to write down one characteristic next to each person that you think would really, make them great at doing what you do. And here's the question. Hey, Lynn. And of course, this could be a Facebook message. And of course, have a little conversation. Hi, how are you? So excited. You just graduated from college. Congratulations. And here's the next question. Have you ever thought about using your talents, and you can maybe fill in the blank to customize that. Have you ever thought about using your talents to start a side hustle so you can fill in the blank, pay off your college loans? Have you ever thought about using your talents to start a side hustle so you can pay off your college loans? Yes, I have. I have thought about that. So you're going to remind them of a few things there. You're reminding them, number one, of how great they are. Because why don't people say yes? It's belief and confidence. The same reason we're not asking. How ironic, right? It's all about belief and confidence. So remind them about their awesome sauce. Are they personable? Are they fun? Are they inspirational? Are they positive? Are they already killing it at whatever they're already doing, right? Remind them about that. And then, have you ever thought about using those talents to start a side hustle so you could pay for that dream wedding you're having next June? And then you've got to be totally silent. Do not respond back until that person has replied back to you. There you go. That's how you're going to use your newsfeed to identify potential sponsors, reach out, get that personal contact going, and remind them about the talents that they have.